have a xforce in. I meant to make a video before I pulled the warranty seals off. I just pulled that. I have not opened the cabinet. Matter of fact, the owner of the box is in the shop with me. Have I opened the cabinet yet?
No, sir.
Alright, I'll be back. Alright, we're back here with the little xforce. Now, customer says this thing is, as of today, 11 days old. He's got, I think he said about an hour total talk time. Hour and a half. And we're picking these fragments of solder out of it. I just picked one up from here, but they're all over. That's why they're falling off. Not for sure exactly what's going on. We do have a burnt resistor. Both of the outputs are burnt. I did take the capacitors off. These are the input capacitors. The output transformer capacitors, and the value are all over the board. Low 800s to 900s. So 1%, that's a little far-fetched. But we'll keep pursuing and seeing what we have here. Just kind of give the original builder a view of his build, so he knows we hadn't touched anything. Having some focus issues. There we go. These are 20 amp modules, and there's 8 of them. You do the math. Alright guys, we're back again with the xforce 8 pill. This is the 800 HD base. We have gutted transistors, capacitors. Did not take the capacitors off of the output, but it's just 2 capacitors. So your input capacitors, we were dealing with a certain value. I'm not going to disclose the value for reasons for tuning, but this is one leg of that transistor. Kind of go briefly, pretty quick, all the values that he had on top of the transformers. You see nowhere near 1%, especially since these need to be 1,000 puff. They are 430s, and he's stacking 2 430s together. If I'm reading that right, if it's being a 430, it may just be the model number. It could be a 500 puff as well, and it's just stacking them. But if we go over quickly, there's the values for the input transformers. 401, 399, 399, 396. There's the collector capacitance. There's only 3 matching out of all of them. Come down to his transistors. Got so hot we lost a leg off of 2 transistors. Then that's the value that we have left. The HFE gain on the transistors initially were 58. No, that was done with a curve. We only used a Atlas, so typically you can double that, maybe 1.27 of that, and you'll be back to HFE gain. But Atlas reading those particular values, and that's what we have. Customers deciding on what to do. Like I said, this is a brand new box. Matter of fact, he had to complain a little bit to get his box on time, and he's sitting right here next to me as I'm shooting the video. So especially when a customer walks in and says, "You may want to do a video on this one." A little funny to me, but I hate that the customer's having to go through this. Less than an hour of talk time on it, and he's already got to rebuild it. Hello, we're back again for the Mr. Bruce's new xforce. It's a 800 HD base. We're back in here with all HGs. all metal clad. All these are matched, by the way. 1% across the board. Change the input capacitors, they're matched. Change the input transformer capacitors, they're matched. Put a 6 kV capacitor on the back, they're matched, along with 1%. 1% here. Did leave the 1 waters in play, and I did not touch the input. I do have a little bit of tuning to do on the output, get a little bit of reflect. I'm going to go ahead and build the biasing. He wanted to go ahead and do biasing for sideband. I will go ahead and build it the xforce way. These are just little. These are 2 amp, 10 UF, kind of like a choke. So we'll build the sideband biasing the xforce way. So just go ahead and throw that in there. I got all my parts over here ready to get it built and get it going. All right, we'll be back. Oh, by the way, I did a little video of this that I'll include as well. Right now we're doing about 950 average with 100 bird in, and like I said, almost 1,000 bird with 2 watts reflect back to the antenna, less than a half a watt reflected back to the radio, which is fabulous. All right, we'll be back. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to my dirty bench as I work on not particularly a brand, but something for prevention. Implemented biasing, B-biasing on this particular amp, but also installed temperature compensating circuitry, so when the amp gets to a certain temperature, it doesn't allow the user to key the amplifier, and it prevents it from overheating. It gets about 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and then that's when it shuts off. So what we'll do is, I have 2 LEDs set up here. We'll turn the amp on first. Of course, I haven't labeled it, but green would be the amp is in good temperature, and if it goes over to red, it states that the amplifier is let's see here. Get a bad switch. Hello, good evening. Tinman back here. Something that I've developed here. Of course, I'm sure it's not new, and if I say developed, people are going to be like, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, added biasing to this particular amp without a relay. Also set up some temperature compensating circuitry in here, so when it gets to a certain temperature, which is 120 degrees, it'll prevent the owner of the amplifier to not key the amp. It'll prevent them from keying the amp, which will still allow the fans to kick on and cool off the amp. So we'll go around here, and I haven't labeled anything, and they're just LED based. Green will be good, and then red will be a stop. So we'll start out, and I'm going to use the old trusty torch here. So let's see if I can still get that green in there. And kick the heater on over here. Look at there. So now the particular sensor needs to cool off. So the amp cannot currently be keyed. Now I'm gonna trick it by using some good old canned air. Maybe y'all can kind of see what I'm doing at the same time. I'll pull off the sensor. Look at there. And of course you hear the relays kick. Neat little circuit. Texas Star uses something similar to this, but I do things my way, which is, you know, always different. But neat little circuit that that we have, that we use, and we don't say much about it, but just thought we would say something. Bye. Bye. 110. That's a lot of talking. I've been here for over an hour, just ba 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 ba. Hello, audio, 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 audio. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, that's an infrared camera or thermal, so the sensor hasn't quite got that hot yet. They should be getting really close. That's the temperature of the heat sink because I shot right at it. Ba da ba da, do ba do ba da ba da, ba do ba do ba da. 900 bird, just talking, walking, talking. Should be getting pretty close to turning off. Do wop ba do wop ba ba do wop ba ba do wop. Oh, there we go. Look at there. Caught that on video, baby. So now I cannot key the amp. Hello, just my driver. Hello, hello, just my driver. So now it's got to cool down to at least 110 degrees before you can talk on it. So what's the ambient air coming out right now? It's about 120. Still got some heat coming on. We'll just keep watching here as the amp pulls down. Oh yeah, that's cooling down really well now. Should be getting ready to automatically switch back to talkable temperature where it drops 10 whole degrees. I put that sensor directly behind the heat sink. If I would put it on the heat sink, he wouldn't be able to talk. But I got it to read the ambient air coming off of the heat sink. So therefore, you know, once it cools down, I mean, it's like, you know, that far from the, and I can show you, it's about that far from the heat sink, so it catches that really hot air off of the heat sink. But it's got to cool down 10 whole degrees. And see, as we wait here, if I can get a picture of where I have that. You can tell the case is a little warm. See if I can get it in here with a flashlight. Oh, I see where the camera is. Hang on, that's why. I gotta pull that out more. You see the sensor sticking down right. Well, it just came on, but it's so hard because this case is, hang on, I heard it click, so. See the sensor right there hanging down? See it right there? Right in the center of the screen. Comes right off the middle of the heatsink. So now we come back around here. I wish I would have caught that for you, but so now it's okay to talk. This is a awesome little feature that stops you and prevents you from running your box too hot, for one. So if you get long-winded, your amp has protection. So green go, red stop. Now let's just go ahead and hammer back on it and do-wop, ba-do-wop, do-wop, ba-do-wop, do-wop, ba-do-wop, do-wop, ba-do-wop, yay, yay. Here we have this temperature. Go back down to the 90s. I'm not going to run another long 25, 30 minute, 40 minute of talking to get the temperature back up, but I'm very happy I caught that. Very neat. Alright. Boom, boom. Record me pulling the sticker off. I'm sitting here with the owner of the box, and he says take the sticker off. This is a, you know, an xforce box, but not much anymore. Looky there. Holy smokes. You gotta find some way of covering that up. I'm gonna put this below. I gotta find some way of covering that, those holes up. Alright, so we'll do this center. There you have it. Appreciate it, Bob. Hello, hello. Back for a final video of the xforce 800 HD base. Well, I have the owner of the box here, and he said, take the xforce sticker off. Is that correct, Bruce?
That's correct.
So we have a Tinman.
Everything has been rebuilt, replaced, remanufactured as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't belong, xforce's name does not belong on it.
What we did, Bruce did contact the xforce. They did offer to rebuild the box. At what expense, don't know. That wasn't discussed to me. But what we did was we also added a temperature monitor to the amp. So when the amp is on, you have a green light and you can operate it. When the amp reaches 120 degrees, it goes red. And you cannot key. We're not allowed to key. The fans continue running. Therefore, you can turn off. The amp will continue to run along with the fans and cool down the heat sink. Then once it gets back down to 110 degrees, the amp will go green. You can key again. But it took me, I want to say, damn near probably 30-45 minutes to get it up to 120 degrees for and just all the talking I did. It's tuned really well, so it stays really cool. It does have three 120 millimeter high flow fans, but they're pretty quiet. So what we have here is, you see the amp is able to talk on. It's good and green. And in my other videos, you'll see where where it goes red. We'll go ahead and go to the inside. And what we have, the amp did not come with any type of biasing. It was a sideband delay only. So we added B biasing along with a thermal monitor. Replaced every single mica in the amp. From the input to the metal plaids, all the way down to the emitter and collectors. Oh geez, to the to the collectors, then all the way up to a 6 kV on the output. Did leave the brass tuning capacitor in it and just moved it and retuned it. Retuned the box completely because we took out the PP100s and put HG 2879s in it. This box will still be biased, so you know you'll be amazed at the amount of wattage that we're getting out of it. Everything else is kind of the same. I kind of did the xforce style on the biasing by using the chokes to allow the RF to come in to give the amp voltage. Kind of pretty much mimic the whole style of our xforce, because this, you know, originally was an xforce style base. That's pretty much it. We just completely redid the amp section and added thermal protection with biasing. So now we'll be right back, and we will do a little preview of take number 5,686. No, I'm joking. Our last take was we were in the middle of trying to turn off the amplifier to show you the drive, and well, the toggle switch does not turn off. So we went ahead and put a breaker in here. We did take the breaker off of the back. It had a little breaker back here. We decided to just go ahead and implement it all in one, and you know, just get it done, get it over with, fix it. I'm gonna put a protector on here so you don't accidentally bump it or break off this little power switch. So I guess we'll go back. We'll start out with our driver, and we won't, like I said, we won't be hitting this box with too much drive. Let's see here, how much are we going to put into it? 1,000 bird, so that's 100, that's 200, and then there's PEP. Hello. Sorry, look over here. Oh, there we go. Hello. 250 PEP, 100 watts average. That's it. That's all we're going to put into it. Into an 8-pil. There was our SWRs. Let's see here. Alright, we got the box on now. Hello. That's at 14.3 volts. You do the math. Hello. Now let's do this right here. Let's turn up a little radio. That was nice. Somebody called me and kind of messed up my recording. So we're back. We turned that up to about 9 o'clock. So we were right at 800 bird at 14.3 volts. What our drive changed to? Hello. Not much. Very, very little. Maybe 25 watts PEP. 5 to 10 watts average. Hello. And there's 900 bird. Hello. Hello, hello. Half a watt reflex. Huh. All right, let's go up just a little bit higher. And I don't think we can go much higher now. I mean, we've already proven that the amp is working. Oh, look at the SWRs. Hello. Hello. Was that almost 1,800 PEP and about hello 940, 950 average with two 1446 drivers. And the SWR is still hello, hello. Hang on. Whoops, sorry. Hello. Look at that. Didn't even budge while talking. Hello. When I'm just a little bit on our reflex. So the SWRs, none. I mean, you see the SWR, none. And then your reflex, none. So this box should now last him a while. I've hammered on it. In some of the other videos I may include, you'll see where I got it, the temperature of the amp really high. Parts I replaced besides the transistors. I did replace all of the transistors. Toggle switch. But he's going to be using a little RCI 2970 N2, does about 150, 175 watts. And he's going to be loafing it. He's going to be loafing it. So, with that being said, with the logo here, he had the modulation sticker. So you said in the video, he held the camera while I put the sticker on it. He did not want the xforce sticker on it, which that's up to him. That's what he requested. So, warranty seal's in place. Serial number 125306. I appreciate it, Mr. Bruce. I apologize for the issues and not putting the blame towards anywhere. We just we got it fixed and it's back working for you. I'm sure that everything being said, you know, stuff happens. You know, electrical components happen, and that's what he said. You know, unfortunately, stuff happens. So. That being said, everybody at Tinman Amps, we appreciate it. There's our contact number. Now, we do have a new, not really a new number, but we have, you know, our main company, which is Tin Electronics, 251-234-6699. You can also call that and either reach RF Place or Tinman Amps. It's a nice little auto attendant there, and they'll send you to do 2 different companies. But yep. And we are now carrying HG transistors in the for radios. I'll get them put up pretty soon. 2SC 1969s, MRF 477s. I got some 2312s on the way. All kinds. Anything you see that you need, any parts wise, let me know. I don't have everything in stock, but I'm ordering as people needs it. You know, meaning I'll keep the shelf stocked if you're going to continue to need it. That being said, guys, I'm one little guy in the pond. There's a bunch of other guys out there doing just the same thing. You know, there's nothing wrong with a lot of the builders we have out there, but just gotta watch everything you get. That being said, take care. Bump from the Tinman family to yours. Bye.